Hello everybody and welcome today to Sakuya Izuyoi Gives You Advice and Dabs. This is another game made by the same person who made Dab on Darkness, which is another game on the channel. I'll probably make a playlist with both this game and the other game in it. And without further ado, we're gonna do one of the three routes of this game. So here we go. Hello, you there? There you are. My name is Sakuya Izuyoi. You're in a sort of mysterious place. Not quite here, but not quite there. I have some friends of mine come up with this place for you. This is your personal area. You can go back here anytime you want, no matter what. I'll also be your friend and guide you through all this. With that said, what's in your mind? First off, start off by telling me how you feel. So we're gonna do one route at a time. So we're gonna do I feel sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Why do you feel sad? I don't like my current situation. Sorry to hear that. Everyone hits a roadblock in their life if they're not happy with their current life situation. Reflecting on this is the best approach. Every situation is different. Some just need some time, others need action. In fact, I initially didn't like serving in a mansion with my mistress. However, after some reflection and giving it some time, I don't think I ever want to live anywhere else. Of course, your situation may require more than just some time and reflection. You may have to look towards taking a course of action. Ultimately, you have to live the life you want to live. Others may have their expectations for you, but at the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy. A troublemaker friend of mine actually ran away from home over this. Her name is Marissa. She wanted to dedicate her life to magic. Her father was outraged by this. Marissa got in a constant argument with her father, ultimately, and they couldn't come to an agreement, and she ran away from home and never came back. She never came to regret this decision. She was living her best life, filled with adventures and happy times. Needless to say, if Marissa listened to her father and decided not to pursue her passion for magic, she would most likely be very unhappy with her life. It's a bit of an extreme example, though. You may not need to just follow something like that. However, just think about what it is that you want to make you happy, and think about how you can obtain that. Good luck, I believe in you, and I'm here for you, no matter what. Well, that's all I have to say on that matter. I managed to make you feel better. I'm glad to hear I could have just been just a bit of help, even if I only made you just a little bit better. I do have one last thing to share to celebrate this occasion. Spell card side! Dangerous action behavior. I hope that will suffice. It seems that that's the end. Feel free to come back anytime you want. Here's to better days and a bright future. With that, we're off. Or we're not. We've got a few more, or a couple other alternate routes to play. Hello? You there? There you are. My name is Sakuya Izuyoi. I'm gonna run through this part. Oh, hold up. Oh, looks like again you guys get to have a bit of a. Sorry about that. I'm stricken with grief. Sorry to hear that. Coping with grief can be very difficult. Whether it's the loss of life, or a loved one or a friend, losing your job or relationship with your friends and family. Whatever it is, your feelings are valid, and it's okay to feel upset. It's important to try and move on by coping with the loss. There are healthy and unhealthy ways to cope. For instance, going to therapy, talking about it with someone you trust, and keeping in mind busy with music, games, or books are all perfectly healthy ways to cope with grief. It's important you stay away from unhealthy ways to cope, such as self-harm, substance abuse, or alcohol abuse. While we may provide temporary relief, we won't help you in the long term and will make your situation worse. It may not be the same as your situation, but the mistress was really overcome with sadness when her pet went missing. Thankfully, we ended up finding it in the end, but seeing her like that. Anyway, take all the time you need to overcome this. I believe in you. I'll be right here if you need anything. Well, that's all I have to say on that matter. Did I make you feel better? I'm glad to hear that. Could have been a bit of help, even if I only made you feel just a bit better. I have one last thing to show you to celebrate this occasion. Spell card signed. Dangerous action behavior. I hope that will suffice. It seems that that's the end, but you're free to come back anytime you want. Here's to better days and a bright future. With that, we're off. Except again, we're still not done. At least this time I won't mess up the route. Which game do you want to play? So to hear that, why you feel sad? No. It's perfectly okay to feel sad, even if it's for a reason you have yet to know. More often than not, it will go away on its own. Embrace the sadness. Let it flow through your mind like the waves on this beach. The important thing is that you move forward by doing what you can to make you happy. Do whatever you find solace in, be it music, playing games, writing, whatever works for you. There are certain conditions you may not notice that can also make you sad, such as your diet and most commonly the weather. Finally, remember there's nothing wrong in seeking help if you can. It may be a good idea to make an appointment with your family doctor. The doctor will be able to treat or refer you accordingly to your problem. Remember, you can always get a second opinion if you feel like you need to. Take all the time you need to get over this sad feeling. I'm also right here if you need anything. Well, that's all I have to say on that matter. Did I manage to make you feel better? I'm glad to hear I could have been a bit of help, even if I only made you feel just a bit better. I do have one last thing to show you to celebrate this occasion. Spell card, dangerous action behavior. That will suffice, but since we're at the end, you're free to come back anytime you want. Here's to better days and a bright future. With that, we're off. So, I'm doing these partially because, well, Sakuya is releasing his newest game, which is going to be released in October. I believe it's October 5th. I will pin a comment down below if I happen to be wrong on that. But also because I want to kind of bring up something, and that is, as both a college student and someone who's trying to put their life together, these games I'm playing, Dab on Darkness, this one, and there's two more I'm going to be playing after this. And I want to point out that even if things seem okay, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to hurt. And as someone who's been lately struggling with their own mental health in terms of just trying to, wanting to be more of aware than where they are, where just wondering, where did your life go wrong, It's something I've asked myself quite a bit lately. You know what I mean? I'm slowly beginning to put things together, with this YouTube channel and developing a game, and actually doing stuff, getting out of bed, going to school, and I want to personally thank Sigyad, as a few of the things I've learned in these games that we'll be playing throughout the next month or so have really helped, and I just want to say that if you're having problems, it's okay to not feel okay, but it's always a good idea to get help. It's always a good idea to just talk to your friends or family or just someone you trust, and or hell, just talk to Sakuya here, And I think on that note, I'm gonna end the video here. There'll be three more in this little line of Sakuya gives you advice and dab videos, and then we'll be moving on to the next game in the series. There's at least 3 games in the series currently, with Dab on Darkness kind of being a sequel to the third one, I think. Don't quote me on that. So we're going to be playing through those for the next few Tuesdays, and have a good day, everybody. Signing out.